Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of Wave 1 of the Power Rangers 2017 movie figures. I have already reviewed the complete set of 5 with the special Goldar figure, which is a Target exclusive, which are the same mold. These are the standard release figures of the core 5 Rangers, so it's the same mold. I'll give a very quick overview look of them. I'm only going to go over the articulation mold on one guy and one girl for the core team. And then, of course, Alpha is what is special to this. He comes in the first wave as opposed to the Goldar you get with the multiple pack. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right in. Let's do Alpha first since we actually haven't seen him. So, this is our Alpha. Like most things in the Power Rangers movie, he's kind of polarizing in terms of design. Personally, I kind of like him, and actually I really like him. I think it does a really good job of conveying that really alien look they're going for in this movie, while also retaining some of the design cues from the original. So I'm pretty fine with it. And the figure's honestly not bad either. It's definitely lacking some detail from what you see like in the promo images and stuff, but I still think it pulls off the look mostly, and I like that he's pretty well articulated. Like, it looks like he's doing a really weird dance here. But you can move his like arm around here. He actually has bending at the arm. His legs can go back and forth. They're a bit on that like weird swivel joint, but that's okay. Knee bending here, and he can move his neck and head, but I kind of wish his head here was on a ball joint so you could get him in these cool looking up poses. The way his head does turn, it looks like at varying levels of raised, so it does give him a sort of like, you know, cocked head look, so he looks like he's sort of expressive, which is kind of nice. But yeah, overall, I like the Alpha figure. I'm actually kind of surprised we got it and kind of not. Like, we did get an Alpha figure in the past, even for the 2010 line, and I guess because we're getting monster figures, it makes sense, but I don't know. It was just kind of a nice surprise, and if you were to ask me before we got, you know, any news about the toys, I honestly wouldn't have expected an Alpha toy. Okay, so here we have Red Ranger. Like I said, same mold as before. These are much more, almost like classic colored, like much more vibrant, much more the color palette that would be used if they were spandex. It's the same mold. Most of my points about it stand is I think it's lacking a little bit of the details you'll get here and there, like compared to the Legacy figure. But it still, I think, captures it pretty well. I think the armor mold for it's good. I think the head mold, helmet sculpt, excuse me, is good for him. You get your standard action hero articulation. Unfortunately, he can't move his little wrists here, just like I mentioned on the other one as well. But most of my opinions stand about that. But it's the same. And again, just like with the 6 set, I do not have any problems with loose joints, which is always a good. Here's Pink's. Same thing stands what I said about, that's going to be the quote of the review, this stands, is that they have a really weird, lanky, like, Camino-like mold. It's just weird. Like, I know they're going for alien, but not for the humanoid shapes, like I said. But you have the same articulation mold here as for the other figure. All around movement, the elbow joint here, this looks really awkward, to be honest. A nice leg joint. Single joint there, head swivels, red head swivels too. I think I might have forgotten to show it, but yeah, it's weird. And like after I filmed the review for the like metallic set, I went and looked at some promo shots, and Pink does have a bit of an elongated neck, but Yellow doesn't, and it's still not on that level where they just look so weird. Here's Blue. Look at Blue. Again, he's becoming my favorite just because I think he's got the most alien-esque look. All right. All right. Black. His doesn't look too bad. None of these look bad, but it's got a really nice shine to it. So his does look a little bit more armory than the others. At least I feel to some extent. I think the black just kind of lends itself to that for sure. Oh, that was close. All right, yellow here. This is just a really boring review, just of us going, oh my gosh. That happened, and it happened for them too. But yeah, they're basically, like I said, classic colors, like the more classic color palette that you would see out of regular figures. And they don't look bad. I mean, they're basically the same figures, but there's a different paint job. It's just, I think that the metallic ones lend itself better to that. And I'm going to go ahead and for the last minute of the review, just cut it quick away. I'll do a quick side-by-side comparison of them as full teams. Yeah. Okay, so here we have them side by side. Rather than picking them up individually and showing them side by side, one by one, I'm just going to kind of do an overall pan, just kind of side by side, and then I'll zoom out again. But you can see these are much more like traditionally bright, like kind of normal colored, and then these are more, well, you know, metallic-y And I think, like I've mentioned in this review and in the review for these guys, that it just looks more accurate to me to what the movie's going to look like with that sort of more, metal look to it. Like, honestly, I almost think that what they should have done is have this as like the regular release, since they do look more metal-like, and then this release as the special Target set is sort of the quote-unquote classic color set. Granted, it wouldn't have gone as well with a shiny Goldar, but still, we'll see how. Like we have promo shots of the suits, but I guess we'll see for sure more once we get to see some movement. But I'm just gonna stand by for now that I think these are more accurate. But these aren't like terrible or anything. But if you want the 5-inch version of these, I definitely recommend getting these over this one for sure. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you have the Crazy Podcast at WritersRangersRambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.